Political Bomb Show, starring Rayshawn Blyden.
Welcome to Political Bomb Show. I'm your host, Rayshawn Blyden. If you'd like to participate, give us a call at 858-233-9337 or visit our new website at politicalbombshow.org. The definition of treason. This word imports a betrayal, treachery, or breach of alliance. Need I say more about that? So, I'll start today off by talking about Obama, of course. Who else can we talk about? He's the one who's destroying the new... okay. I'm not going to go there yet. But Obama said he was speaking to a high school, and he told them that I don't think ethics was my favorite subject. Obviously, ethics was not one of his favorite subjects. There's nothing ethical about him. He's surely unethical, that's for sure. So anyway, I go on. President Obama told an audience of high school students in Washington, D.C. on Wednesday that he was not always the very best student, and ethics would not have made it on his list of his favorite subjects. Again, no surprise there. He's definitely not an ethical person. He goes on to say, I was not always the very best student that I could be when I was in high school. So what he's not motivating these kids, because what if you have some pothead kid who's in high school? He'll say, oh well, the president said that he wasn't always his best. His favorite subject was basketball. So forget about that. I don't want to talk about that anymore. He's an idiot, plain and simple. Predators, drones, and Hellfire missiles hit their mark in Yemen. So, a significant blow was handed out to Al-Qaeda. U.S. airstrikes in Yemen on Friday killed Anwar Awlaki, whatever the hell his name is. He's an American militant cleric who became a prominent figure in the terrorist network. Now, many people out there are saying that we didn't have the right to kill him. I say he was committing treason, which is why I read the definition at the opening of the show, treason. This word import betraying, treachery, or breach of alliance. Constitution of the United States, Article 3 defines treason against the United States to consist only in levying war against them or in adhering to their enemies, giving them aid or comfort. The offense is punishable by death. So, that's how I feel about that. I know there's others out there, other talk show hosts who don't feel the same way, but nonetheless, that's how I feel. Good riddance to him. Moving along here. Clinton advisors. Very possible that Obama will bow out of the presidential race for now. I'm not too keen on that story. I don't know that, because this man, he's very intelligent, and he's gonna come up with a way to rig this election again like he did in 2008. So we'll see what happens with that. I'm just not sold on that story right now, so I don't know, I can't give my opinion on that. Illegal immigration crackdown law has Hispanic students. It's pretty funny to me, I think. Let me restart that over. Illegal immigration crackdown law has Hispanic students disappearing from Alabama schools. It's about time. In Birmingham, Alabama, the Blaze and the AP reports, Hispanic students started vanishing from Alabama public schools in the wake of the court ruling that upheld the state's tough new law cracking down on illegal immigration. All I have to say, it's about time. Now, if only the other 49 states would adapt this would be great. I don't think that's going to happen because I think illegal is a big part of Obama's scheme to win 2012. So he needs them. Education officials say scores of immigrant families have withdrawn their children from classes. I'm sorry. I don't mean to, well, yes, I do mean to laugh. It's just so laughable. It's really laughable. If I wasn't laughing, I'd be crying. So, let's see. They withdraw their students from classes or kept them home this week, afraid that sending their kids to school would draw attention to the authorities. Oh boy, bravo for Alabama. Bravo, bravo, bravo. It's about damn time. Google joins Apple in push for tax holiday. This is a really interesting story because Google and Apple, what they've done basically is, because of the tax structure in America, they're not able to make a profit. They've moved businesses overseas. So, but the thing that angers me about this story is they want to take the money from overseas and bring it back to America without any penalty. That's tax evasion, no matter how you look at it. If you could get Wesley Snipes, you can get these guys. But I'll read the story here. As a coalition led by Apple and Google and Cisco presses for a tax holiday on more than $1 trillion of offshore funds. I really is just criminal. I don't wrong them for taking the monies and taking part of their business overseas, but you can't take the profit that you made over there and bring it here tax free, because you're cheating us, the American people. So you can't do that. So you must be penalized for that. You have to pay. If you're going to bring the money back here, you're going to have to be taxed on it. That's how I feel about that story. I don't need to read any more of that. That's the bottom line of that. If you're going to take the money out of the country, that's fine. I don't see anything wrong with that, because the way how things are set up right now, it's stupid. That's why Herman Cain with his 999, I think that'd be great when you get rid of the corporate tax. So, I definitely agree that you can bring the money back, but you must be penalized. You must pay taxes on that, or don't bring it back at all. Simple as that. Now, this one really upsetted me, because now look, whether I'm against a certain group of people or things that they do, that's my personal preference. But just the same way as I feel is about abortion. I'm against abortion. However, if a woman wants to get an abortion, I shouldn't have to pay for it as a taxpayer. I shouldn't. Whether you're raped or not, I shouldn't have to be forced to pay for your abortion. Yes, I sympathize that you've been raped and everything, but I shouldn't have to pay for it. You should pay for your own abortion. The same way I feel about this story here. It says, let taxpayers foot the sex op bill. This is in New York, stories from the New York Post. It says, from same-sex marriage to same-sex change surgery. A state panel advisor, Governor Cuomo, wants taxpayers to foot the bill for transgenders residents to get sexual reassignment surgery. I mean, that's not funny at all. You mean to tell me that a taxpayer have to pay for someone to get their slung chopped off? Or who knows how the women do it? I have no idea. How do the women do it? What do they use for a penis down there? But anyway, get the thoughts of my mind is just disgusting. But anyway, allowing them to change their physical characteristics from man to woman or woman to man. Are you serious? The taxpayer have to pay for some freak to chop his slong off? Or some lady who wants to be a man? Get real. Seriously, this is America. You're telling me that I have to pay for some guy to get his smeckle, as Michael Savage was it, get his smeckle chopped off? No. I think that's just, seriously, that's just, it's ridiculous. It really is ridiculous. I mean, I have a fat stomach. Is it right for me to ask the taxpayers to pay for me to get liposuction to suck my stomach in? It's just ridiculous, isn't it? I should pay for that myself. So that's stupid. I'm not going to even talk about that story anymore because I'm getting really aggravated here. I mean, it's a pretty long story. I just don't feel the need to read anymore. I mean, they want it to be it's just going to be an expensive mandate, basically. So long insisted sex change procedure or cosmetic and encourages permissiveness. Added, I hope the government doesn't push the envelope on this one. I do too. That's just ridiculous. I mean, abortion is one thing, and I definitely don't even think about wanting to pay for that. Never mind some idiot who wants to chop his smeckle off and be a freak. That I have to pay for that. That's ridiculous. As a taxpayer, that's stupid. The panel is submitting recommendations to Cuomo's Medicaid redesign team. Are you serious? Oh, God. Let's move on. A new gaffe. Obama confuses Jews with janitors. Let's get real. He didn't confuse Jews with janitors. He was just saying what was coming from his heart. And then now he's running for political cover. He knew exactly what he was saying, and he meant it. It was in his heart. He wanted to say Jews because that's what he meant. President Obama spoke to a Congressional Black Caucus Award banquet over the weekend. He told those folks that they will have to stick with him to 2012, of course. But they've been somewhat miffed in recent months that the first post-partisan president is doing too many deals with the Republicans and seeming to give in. So Obama needed to give them Obama needed to give the crowd some presidential love, presidential love, yeah. He even brought his wife along. As with virtually all Obama speeches recently, the Democrats' remarks was dealt with selling his jobs legislation, which is BS, another stimulus package basically. The first black president I thought Bill Clinton was the first black president. So maybe this story's wrong. He's not the first black president. Bill Clinton was deemed the first black president. So I'm gonna edit that and say the second black president got to reminisce about some of his struggles and the past familiar to the African Americans. His 28-minute remark had a strange tone to them. I'll say, strange indeed. As if somehow Obama was equating support for his job program legislation with far more important and historic civil rights movement. So, go figure. That's Obama for you. It's all about me, 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 me. I did this, I did that, I did this, I did that, I. So, he's a narcissist, what can I say? He got into his usual yada yada about rich people paying their fair share. Well, I did a show on this before. I gave you the stats, so we know that's a lie. And then deep into the speech, according to the White House transcript, the president said, and I don't want to mess this up, let me quote exactly what he said here. When you start saying at a time when the top 0.1% has seen their incomes go up 4 or 5 times over the last 20 years, and folks at the bottom have seen income decline, and your response is that you want poor folks to pay more, give me a break. If asking a billionaire to pay the same tax rate as a Jew makes me a warrior for the working class, then I wear that with a badge of honor. So he said Jew, and then he changed it to janitor, but like I said, he meant to say Jew. He really did. That's what came from his heart. I mean, this is a man who's always heard hate for the last 20 years with Reverend Jeremiah Wright in that congregation, along with Oprah Winfrey, who was there. It's no wonder he's screwed up in the head. I move on. A furious revelation. Fed sold guns to gangs. This is another story that really angered me. Let me read. This just might be the smoking gun we've been waiting for to break the festering of the Fast and Furious. Gun running scandal wide open. The Department of Alcohol, Tobacco and Firearms and Explosive apparently ordered one of its own agents. They ordered one of their own agents to purchase firearms with taxpayers' money on top of that, and sell them directly to Mexican drug cartels. Let me read that sentence again. The Department of Alcohol, Tobacco, Firearms, and Explosive apparently ordered one of their own agents to purchase firearms with taxpayers' money and sell them to Mexican drug cartels. You seriously have to wonder why they did that. Well, I could give you 3 letters. NWO. That's New World Order for you guys who don't know what's going on in the world out there. It sickens me. It really does. I don't even want to read any more of this story. It just bums me out. Getty Images. Stonewalling. What did Attorney General Eric Holder know and when? Agent John Dodson was ordered to buy 4 Draco pistols for cash and even got a letter from his supervisor, David Voth, authorizing a federally licensed gun dealer to sell him the guns without bothering about necessary paperwork. Now, if that doesn't tell you something that stinks and smells about that, he was ordered by his supervisor to buy these guns without proper paperwork, then that tells you that it stinks to high heaven. Please accept this letter. I'm not going to even read any more of this. It's just, in plain English, they screwed up, and they didn't screw up. They got caught with their pants down. And now they're trying to hide the truth. Special Agent John Dodson, he read the June 1st, 2010 letter. And basically it was just saying that the pistols will be used by Special Agent Dodson in furtherance of a performance of his official duties. And his official duties, like I said, was to sell these guns to drug cartels, Mexican drug cartels. So, but the kicker on this is people were killed with the fast and furious weapons, including at least 2 Americans, 2 American agents. So, if that isn't treasonous, I don't know what is. Need I go back and read the definition of treason? Why don't you grab a copy of the Constitution? Read that. This president has been, thumbing his nose at the Constitution from day one. He don't really give a damn about the Constitution. He studied it so he could find loopholes and ways around destroying it. So where's the outrage on this, I say? Where's the outrage? There's no outrage. There's none for the feds. None from the feds. The Attorney General Eric Holder has consistently stonewalled the Representative Darrell Issa, so he's a senator, and there's no outrage on this. There really isn't any. I don't know what else to say on this. There's nothing more can be said, except vote this clown out of office 2012. But like I said, this guy will try anything to stay in office. He'll try anything. Trust me on that. So till next time, take a visit to politicalbombshell.org. Read the truth there. Read the truth. God bless America.
Political corruption kills the nation. A new sheriff coming to town. No politician is allowed. They're all too corrupted. Political bomb, so come on people, let's go. Political bomb, so come on people, let's go.